had my children at this hospital. I grew up in Cambridge, stayed in Cambridge until my children were probably about 2 or 3 years old, and then it was time to move on. In 2001, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. A very hard experience to go through. I thought of no other place to go but here. It was the first time I met Dr. Weissmann, so she suggested or recommended that I go for a second opinion. And I did go to another hospital here in Boston. It wasn't for me. I really felt as though she truly cared about me as a person and my well-being.
We talked about treatment and I started her on chemotherapy and it went into complete remission and I've known her ever since.
This past December of last year, I ended up having Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis, and I ended up having an issue with my stomach.
When I finished looking at the abdominal CT scan, there was a little bit of lung at the base right lower lobe. It looked to me like a small cancer that should not have been there. The observation of a small treatable cancer at this stage is actually much more important than the cause of her abdominal pain that brought her into the hospital.
So Linda was one of those lucky people who we found at a very early stage of lung cancer. And at that point, Dr. Weissmann notified our nurse navigator, Kaitlyn Kelley, who reviewed the CAT scan with me, and we decided to have Kaitlyn visit Linda in the hospital.
I meet the patient from diagnosis throughout treatment. From there, I met her at her very first appointment with Dr. Thomson. I served as her resource. I met her after surgery with Dr. Maggs.
She fell into the category where we could remove all the tumor and give her an excellent chance of cure, and so this was very valuable for her.
Every patient, as we were saying, has a primary oncologist and nurse practitioner and nurse who knows who you are as a person. Not just the disease that you have, not just what kind of chemotherapy you're getting, but who you are, who's your family, what are your concerns, what are the things that you are hoping for or dreaming about, and what are the things that you're worried about.
And if it wasn't for the fact that one person at that particular time, took the time and the foresight to kind of look at things a little bit more and investigate just a little bit more, and just that little thing that didn't look right, that he took the time to do that. It's just amazing to me.
There are many studies that show that there's definitely a survival benefit when lung cancer, as any cancer, is picked up at an earlier stage. And specifically in cases of lung cancer, there's a definite 5-year survival benefit for patients who've been diagnosed with lung cancer, and it's caught at stage 1.
All of my friends and my family couldn't quite understand why it was that I insisted that I come to Mount Auburn rather than go to a local hospital closer by to where I live. They came with me, all of them, one by one. They saw the care that I got. My daughter saw it, my son saw it, friends of the family. Everybody chipped in and did their part, and the support was amazing.
So what makes Mount Auburn so special, I think, is the collaboration and the community that it provides.
I think we're able to offer first-class multidisciplinary care to patients.
Close-knit community, our ability to communicate across all of the different areas of diagnosis and treatment.
And all of this is great for patients.
It's so much more than that. It isn't just a treatment for your health.
We connected so well together. We were able to read each other's minds. We could finish each other's sentences. It's almost like we've known each other a lifetime.
Just things that you wouldn't expect to get or people to do that were treating you for health condition. It's your treatment for your well-being and how you feel as a person.